Hey guys, this week's video is dedicated to every one of our brothers and sisters in the Holy Land, the land of Israel, who have gone through hell and continue to face extremely difficult circumstances. And we pray for them, and we're going to do mitzvahs for them. This week has been brutal. There's no other way to put it. And this message that I'm putting on this video is as much for me, if not more, than it is for whoever is listening. It's a really hard week. Everybody is. There's this heaviness, there's this dread, this helplessness that's kind of like settled over us. We're shocked. I came across something from this week's Torah portion I want to share with you. In this week's Torah portion, we begin the book of Bereishit. It's the very first parsha in the entire 5 books of the Torah. We have the creation of the world. And on the very first day, God says, Vayhi ar, let there be light. And the question is, who's God creating light for? Humans are created on day 6. Animals were on day 5. Even plants and trees and all of that, was on day 3. Why was this the very first thing? And the answer is because this is Judaism's message, this is Torah's message, and this is God's message. Whenever we begin something, it's with light. In order to be successful in whatever it is that we're doing, is through positivity, through light. The question I kept asking myself this week, and then I'm sure many of you have, and I know I've gotten asked, is how do we continue? How do we just move on? How do we do our day-to-day activity? Maybe we should cancel lots of things. It feels wrong to do things that maybe we're joyful, that might bring us joy. Maybe it's better to just cancel everything and just mourn. And the answer is no. No, and I'm talking to myself now. No, the answer is no. Light is what we need. Judaism's message is that it is at the darkest time when light means the most. If you have a room full of light, it's the middle of the day, and you light a candle, it's not going to make much of an impact. It's when it's darkest, when it's hardest, is when it's needed most. Our soldiers, our brothers and sisters in the land of Israel need our positivity. They need us to be positive, to be hopeful. They need us to do mitzvahs for them. Add in goodness and kindness in the world. Reach out to people. That is what they need. For us to uplift each other, to be united, to be determined. In Jewish law, and the Torah tells us that if there was a soldier in the Jewish army who was scared, they were sent home. Well, fear is a normal, what do you mean? Fear is normal. There's a healthy level of fear. And then there's debilitating fear that paralyzes. Mourning, depression, this is paralyzing. It's what terror is meant to do. It's meant to paralyze us, to prevent us from doing what we need to do, from doing positive things. It makes us stuck where we can't do anything. Judaism and Torah wants us to do more. You want to help, we're not helpless. We're not hopeless. We can do a mitzvah. Reach out to somebody else to do a mitzvah. It's not ignoring. Say Tehillim. Say Psalms. Say a prayer for them. But do. And yes, be happy. It's hard. It's hard, there's no doubt. But that's what's needed the most right now. We cannot win a war when we're despondent. We must be positive. We must be determined that there's going to be a good outcome. Only then can there be a good outcome. So tonight, everyone around the world, please light Shabbat candles. In Rochester, the time is 6:13 p.m. Please light Shabbat candles. Chaye and my sister Rishi were in the JCC today, and they gave out tons of Shabbat candle kits. Everybody was so happy to take the people who never lit, who don't light usually. They want to add light to the world. They want to do a mitzvah. If you can go to shul this week, go. Don't stop yourselves from doing things. Don't be scared. Don't be fearful. That's what the enemy wants. We must be joyous. We must be united. We must be determined by bringing more light into this world. Shabbat Shalom. Am Yisrael Chai.